Hello. So this is the newest and quite frankly the most stunning addition to my tank. It is an Indonesian Trachyphillia coral, also known as a brain coral. Kind of a funny story on this guy. I actually went into my local fish store looking for some corals that would add some red and some different color to the tank and make it stand out a bit more. And this guy immediately jumped out and grabbed my attention, but I didn't know anything about them. So they gave me the price on it. Given that it's an Indonesian coral, you can imagine the price was a little bit steep, especially considering the fact that I'm generally, I don't spend a whole lot of money on my frags when I pick them up. So I decided to let fate decide for me, and if it was still there a week later, I promised myself I'd buy it, and well, it was. I went back there and it was still there. So I went ahead and decided to go ahead and buy this coral. Partially just because, as I said, it's, even for a Trachyphillia, which are normally very stunning, this guy just really stood out to me from the others. So I bought it for that, and then I also bought it because, quite frankly, the local fish stores and small businesses, they can use all the help they can get right now. So I went ahead and made that purchase. So the Trachyphillia corals are really interesting. They are an LPS coral. They are honestly a good solution if you're someone who's kind of interested in a clam but don't want to deal with their more finicky nature, because they can be kind of delicate and stuff. Not to mention they also tend to be fairly pricey. So this guy, what he does is he has, believe it or not, it's hard to see them. There are a couple of little slits there in the middle in that green section there where there are mouths. And there's also one over here on the far side. It's a bit harder to see that one because it's a lot smaller. And once a week, you get a turkey baster, and you go ahead and give it a squirt with some, you can use Reef Frenzy, brine shrimp. You can use, just whatever you want to use in there. And they will, like a clam, they will fold in on it and eat it and close up and then open back up again. And so it kind of gives you that feel where, you get the thing that constricts and closes in on things and then opens back up again. So anyways, this is a good solution for those who are kind of in that category. Now, your average Trachyphillia runs, between about $50 and $80, as I recall. For some of the more run-of-the-mill varieties. This guy was a lot more expensive. As a matter of fact, it's by far the most expensive coral that I bought. It's $150 is what I ended up spending on this guy. So it is definitely not a cheap coral. The most expensive frag I bought prior to this was $35, so it's a pretty significant increase in price. But as I said, just to have that sort of one-of-a-kind, really unique coral that stands out in your tank, this guy will definitely do the job. And honestly, any Trachyphillia will. So like all Trachyphillias, they do have the ability to sting. They have a little stinger that can come out at night. So it is recommended that you give these guys about a 6-inch berth from any other coral placement, just to make sure that it's not getting stung, because my Euphilia, my frog spawns and hammers can sting this guy as well, and it can also sting them. So you want to make sure that you're kind of getting some good space there and good distance from them. And that's all I've got, and thanks for watching.